Welcome to the Back
podcast.
I'm Dakota.
I'm Sara. We're mother and son.
Duo.
Yes, we established that.
And we will continue to every time.
Alright, today we're going to talk about birthdays.
And if they're important or not, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, we're talking about it because we both had significant birthdays this month.
I mean, mine was my 21st and yours was...
Mine is a different kind of birthday. It's a sobriety birthday, and I got 23 years of sobriety this month. This year.
But, by the way, is the same day.
Yes.
And we'll talk about how your sobriety date is 2 years before my birthday.
Yes. Dakota was born 2 years to the date of my sobriety date. So my sobriety date is 1401. He was born 1403.
Yes, I was a premonition, or maybe. What? I don't know.
You're a product of the program.
A product of the program. I was a PP.
Yes. I met Dakota's father in a 12-step group.
Dad was a crack addict.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not. I bring that up. Speaking of birthdays, and speaking of, I mentioned in the intro about enjoying podcasts. Logic just dropped his, and his dad was a crack addict, and it's his birthday today. And we're talking about
his birthday or Logic's?
It's Logic's birthday.
Okay.
I don't know when his dad was born, but we were saying, speaking of birthdays.
Yeah.
Which he's not a Capricorn, I don't think. Didn't it
It's Aquarius.
It's Aquarius now.
But anyhow.
I don't know. I don't feel 21.
I don't know what that feels like. I'm 45 and I couldn't tell you what 45 feels like besides tired.
Well, I mean, like I say to you all the time, I remember when I was 5 and I looked inside the mirror and I was like, oh, I feel 5. But it's only been maybe a few times since then on my birthday where I've felt that age. And I don't know why. It got... Maybe because it feels like the older I get, the more the years blur together.
Well, yeah.
Definitely when I was younger, it was more of oh, I'm 10. Oh, I'm 8. You know, it's these big things. But it kind of feels like it changes.
Yeah.
As you get older. I don't know. I'm still young.
I can't tell you. I don't think I've ever felt my age.
Never? Ooh, voice crack.
No, never.
Still at 21.
That's just because, I had a really horrible childhood, so I didn't ever feel like a kid as a kid. And now I don't feel like an adult.
Not even at Chuck E. Cheese?
No, not even at Chuck E. Cheese. Even when it was called Showbiz Pizza.
What?
Yeah, that's...
Are you serious?
Yeah, what Kanye song is that?
And now we're bringing in Kanye?
No, he references Showbiz Pizza, and that's what he's talking about. That's what Chuck E. Cheese used to be called. It was Showbiz Pizza. I'm old.
That's gonna stick with me for the rest of today.
Okay. But I never felt like a kid as a kid, and I don't feel like an adult as an adult. I think a lot of that has to do with the trauma. I always talk about, when am I going to feel like a grown-up? It's possible I've always felt like a grown-up, so that's why I don't,
The weird thing with my birthday, too, is, not the fact that it's so close to Christmas, but the fact that it starts the new year, and there's so many implications that people put on themselves for starting a new year. And so it just feels even more like... It's like I'm starting the new year, and I should have goals, and then I'm also a year older at the same time, basically. And so it feels... When I was younger, it felt like a reset. And now it kind of feels like I gotta get my shit together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is kind of the same thing, but different, I don't know. Implications, I guess.
I don't hate my sobriety. I don't hate when my sobriety birthday is because obviously it's your birthday.
Yeah.
I feel bad for celebrating it because it's your birthday. And then also begin working a 12-step program and being in the rooms of a 12-step program. A lot of people get sober in January. And birthdays, celebrations take so long during that month. Because
the New Year's resolution.
Yeah, because it's a lot of people's New Year's resolutions to get sober. Mine was unintentional. I did not intend to be sober. Time prison made that happen. So
prison Mike scared straight.
Yeah. So well, I guess, what are some of your favorite birthdays over the years?
Favorite birthdays? I don't know why. It wasn't my favorite birthday, but the first thing that came to mind was, would that have been my 14th? When did I get my phone?
13th.
13th, and it wasn't the phone that came to mind. It was Andy's mom falling into the mini golf river. It was so like, and she was so like, it was like so, I don't know how to explain it, but she's like, I gotta go home. Which, like, fair, you just got drowned in a mini golf river.
A mini golf river.
But it was like, it was very awkward, and I felt awkward on my birthday for something that I didn't even do.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how she fell. No one touched her. It wasn't even windy. There was no gust.
I don't know.
But I did enjoy that birthday. Obviously, the Build-A-Bear birthday, because it's such a core memory.
I think that was your 7th birthday?
I don't remember the date. I just remember.
Yeah, I think it was your 7th birthday.
Build-A-Bear was truly special when you were younger.
Build-A-Bear's special now.
No, yeah, don't get me wrong, but like, it was like an event. It was like, we're gonna put this heart inside this bear, and now all the hearts are gonna be implied into this bear. Your bear. Happy birthday. I still don't know where that bear is. I know we have it, but I don't know where it is.
Oh crap! I gotta find that. Yeah.
When did I get my PS2? Was that was
Christmas.
But
and it was like it was kindergarten Christmas. Yeah.
That had to be a good birthday too, because God, PS2.
Yeah. Defining
moment of my life.
Sure.
It's one of my golden memories. What is it from Inside Out? Those like core memories. What is it? Which one was the one where you had like a flag football thing?
That was your 10th birthday.
Friend's 10th birthday.
And it was later because that was the same year that, P-Pop died in December.
Oh yeah.
And we buried him. Was the 2nd, I think, or the 3rd. I just remember telling them they were trying to bury him on your birthday, and I was like, you are not going to bury my father on my son's birthday. That's not happening. So it was either the day before or 2 days before. So I just kind of wanted to space out your birthday party from that, so it wasn't something associated with it. So we did it at the end of January.
And then the surprise. What was the surprise birthday party? That was no, not that one. The one that was in February.
That would have been the year before at the apartment.
Yeah, that was actually one of my favorite. And I remember because we drove, and then they were like coming back with Avery, and she was like, she was like trying not to spoil it, and she's like, I'm coming over and whatever. And I was truly I was the most surprised I've ever felt.
Yeah.
I had a cookie cake, such a good cookie cake. I don't know, I really enjoyed that birthday a lot, actually. And then obviously the other surprise was really good too. Which was my 16th.
Which wasn't a surprise because your friends were horrible.
Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Somehow high schoolers were harder at keeping a surprise than, I guess, elementary schoolers.
Yeah. For real.
And that's kind of
the
ones.
Yeah.
I mean, not that that really has been bad the other days. It's just
Well, I mean, there was basically after. I don't remember what we did for your 17th.
I don't even.
Did COVID hit at your 17th or no?
No, it didn't.
But it was coming.
Yeah.
I don't think we really did anything. I don't remember what we did for your 17th, but obviously your 18th was. It was right after Andy died. It was during COVID.
Andy's my stepfather is.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know how
he has passed. Yeah. So.
I remember. I don't know why I bring this up, but when I was in high school, I was going over to my friends, and I don't know how Michael Jackson got on the topic, but we were someone said Michael Jackson is black or something. I don't know what it was, but they're like, no, was black.
What?
But like, it's because they like we don't know. Like, say because if someone's dead, do you say is or was for them? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a random tangent.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, and then your 19th birthday. You were still here. You were here, home from college. I don't remember what we did. Yeah, because you don't go back until like the 8th or something.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't remember what we did.
God.
I don't know. Yeah, we haven't had like a real party or anything since your 16th, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this year.
21.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it less of a big deal because you don't drink, you think?
I think it's just because I'm not your friends, to be honest.
Oh.
I think you can still really enjoy it if you don't drink.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not saying. I mean, 21 is generally a big birthday for people because they're like, oh, I'm legal drinking age.
Yeah.
And even though most of the people that are excited about that have already been drinking.
Yeah.
So, I don't understand why I guess they're like, yeah, now I can't get arrested. Unless, of course, I'm drunk and disorderly.
Which, like I said earlier in the week when I was like at the grocery store, I realized, like when I was in the alcohol aisle, I was like, oh, I can like technically buy these.
Yeah, I do that too. Even now at 45.
It just felt so weird and awkward.
Well, because, I've been sober since I was 20...
Just go 21 years,
yeah,
22 years ago.
22, 21.
I
don't know. I'm bad at math.
Trying to math this early.
It is, yeah. I'm not awake enough. No, yeah. I basically got sober almost right after being legal to drink. So.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that.
I don't really, I think I only was actually carded a few times. Where I was legally able to buy a drink, and then after that I was sober. So
which I'm always carded for lottery tickets or like anything.
Yeah.
Even because they think I look.
No, I haven't been carded. I haven't been carded in a long time, but I think that's partially because I stopped smoking so long ago. When I was still smoking, I did get carded. Yes.
How old do you have to be to buy cigarettes?
18. Oh wait, no, actually,
no, it's 21,
I think
right?
I think they wrote. I think they raised the age limit to 21 now, which still really bothers me because they expect you to fight and die for this country at 18, but you can't drink, smoke cigarettes now. And remember, can't rent a car until you're 25.
That still makes no sense whatsoever.
I don't.
But you can get your license at 15 in some states.
Well, I mean, you can get your permit at 15.
But so you're saying you have to wait 10 years to rent? Basically.
Well, I mean, I 100% understand not letting a 16-year-old rent a car.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying, like, the gas, you know what I mean?
Well, my thing is, if you don't feel like someone under 25 is responsible enough to rent a car, then I don't feel like they're responsible enough to be holding a gun and deciding someone's life either. But, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any...
I was gonna ask you.
Like,
birthdays.
significant, well, this is a sobriety birthday. But
you can include those.
Yeah, I don't know. No, not really. I mean, every year that I'm sober is a significant year. It's real weird to me that I have 23 years of sobriety. That sounds weird. That's a lot of years. That's a whole adult.
Yeah. Again, like I said. You've been sober longer than LeBron's been playing NBA. Not basketball, but in the NBA.
Well, yeah, obviously. I know not how long he's been playing basketball.
You've been sober for a whole college graduate.
Yeah. It's weird.
As long as they don't go for their master's.
Yeah. For their undergrad.
Yeah. You got a bachelor's.
I got a bachelor's in sobriety.
In sobriety.
Yeah.
Honestly, you should get when I don't know why they don't do that. Like when you're 22 years, they can make a special chip. Here's your bachelor's. And then 26 years is your master's in sobriety.
Well, I buy myself
No, I know.
special chips. Sorry, I'm really tired.
Yeah, you just made me yawn.
Sorry.
That's the first time that's ever happened in a while. Normally, it doesn't affect me.
Yeah, I yawn a lot. There's a lot of lack of oxygen in my brain. No, I don't have any sobriety birthdays that I feel like are significant. You know, I mean,
I was also talking your regular birthday too.
No.
Dang, not even the birthday you just had.
No. Yes, the one that I just had, the 45th. Yes, that one. Sorry, I'm really tired and my brain's really not working. If just heads up, I have severe ADHD and I am not medicated, so it takes me hours in the day to wake up from the time that I wake up, and I have been awake since 7. So, and it's now 10:30. I'm still not fully awake.
You're giving away the secrets of when we record.
Oh, well, I mean, we don't always. Whatever.
What if... Oh.
Anyhow, yes, this latest birthday, which would happen to be... So I was born on Thanksgiving, but it doesn't always fall on Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving doesn't have a set date.
It's weird. It's like the second biggest holiday in America.
Yeah, I don't know why they... I'd have to... No, I should know because it was when I was born.
It's the second biggest, I should know. Right? It's the second biggest. It's either that or Halloween.
Actually, no, it'd be 4th of July.
4th of July is not this... No.
In America?
I'm looking this up while you...
It would have to be. It's literally Independence Day. I mean, we personally, like, we don't celebrate 4th of July like that. We're going to sell anything in this. It's Juneteenth, and a lot of that does have to do with Dakota is mixed.
Oh, so. We didn't bring that up even in the last...
Yeah, episode. I guess we didn't. Yeah, I'm super white, and he is mixed.
I'm with black.
Yeah. I guess it
that you have a very ambiguous.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said anything. Just like left them all guessing into this video.
If Juneteenth is the thing we celebrate, and you're like, well.
Well, even with video, they still maybe couldn't have guessed.
Yeah. Not what? That you're black?
All through, and maybe part of it is Texas, but all through high school, like teachers would assume I'm Hispanic. Like English is my second language and Spanish is my first.
I mean, I know that happened in middle school, but in high school too?
Yes.
Your high school is very diverse. That doesn't even make any sense. Anyhow, yeah, so this year my birthday was on Thanksgiving again as well. And Dakota did a really great thing. He had a scavenger hunt for me he got friends of mine and my sister to record messages for me, since obviously it's not that we couldn't be near each other, but I have a friend that lives in Canada, one lives in San Antonio, and then my sister's in Wichita Falls, and actually the only one that did a recording that was close nearby was Ben.
We're in Texas.
Yeah, we're in Texas. So, and all of us have a lot of anxiety, so meeting up just doesn't really happen either. It was very sweet. It made me cry. It was the best birthday, actually, I've ever had in 45 years. And I told him, I've never had a partner that actually put that much effort, and it's sad that it was my son was the first one to do that. I think the only other thing I think about is, I want to say it was... I don't think it was a party. I want to say it was, my 15th birthday. People got me this card that, I just remember... cannot tell you for the life of me now what it says, right? But I do remember crying a lot when I read it. Because it was very heartfelt. My dad was very, he was scary if he wasn't smiling. And he
had major RBF.
He had a strong resting bitch face, right? Which I do as well. And if you didn't really know him well, you might not realize he has very big heart, very emotional.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of that from him.
Ron? Is he like Ron from Parks and Rec almost? I feel like he's kind of like Ron almost.
He's kind of like Ron from Parks and Rec, but I don't know.
See, he is or was? See, that's the whole thing. Because
I don't know. I think both is fine.
Anyways, just before I forget, according to the stats it looks like an official stat site. I don't know. As of 2023, 79%, like the most popular holidays in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Number one,
yeah,
Thanksgiving.
Seriously.
Then Memorial Day, and then Christmas. And then Veterans Day, then Mother's Day, which that doesn't feel right. I mean, it should be, but it doesn't feel right. Then Father's Day, then Easter, then MLK, Labor Day, and then Halloween.
I call bullshit. I'm sorry. Like, there's no way. Okay, but I will agree with the Mother's Day, and that's only because I waited tables for so long, and Mother's Day is, like, notoriously, it's the busiest day, even over Valentine's Day. And it's also, like, every freaking server dreads waiting tables that day. And honestly, I think it's the reason it's the busiest day is because, and I don't care if y'all hate me for this, men do such bare minimum generally through the year, and they're like, oh, I guess I have to do something this one day of the year, and so they take them out to eat and think that's doing something.
That's crazy.
What?
No, not that. The Thanksgiving thing.
Yeah, I never would have guessed that. I honestly would have thought, well, I guess that makes sense.
I was guessing Thanksgiving is number 2. That's what my initial thing. Because, like, people like to eat. It's America.
Yeah, no, actually, I was thinking about that. Okay, here's
the parade.
Yes.
It's very integrated.
It makes sense because also, I forget, like, you know, you have a vast group of people, and so Christmas isn't, even though it's a big deal, it's not like during that time of year, you've got Hanukkah, you've got Kwanzaa, like, so it would make sense then that and I know people that obviously aren't like, that of all nationalities that still celebrate Thanksgiving if they live here.
Yeah.
Because again, eating and football.
Yeah, and football.
So that makes sense, yeah. But over the years, birthdays have always been something I dread. And not because I was getting older. It's just generally because I was getting beat as a kid on those days. Trigger warning, sorry. Yeah. We'll talk about that in other episodes that I experienced a lot of abuse growing up. Not from my dad, from my mom.
Is it Mommy Dearest the best to compare?
Yeah, sort of like Mommy Dearest. I doubt.
Movie from
it would
the
depend
80s,
on the
90s.
demographic that's listening to this. People my age definitely would know Mommy Dearest movie.
What my age? I don't think they even make
Harry Potter, maybe.
No, what?
Without the magic. One was locked in a closet.
Yeah, but like in Harry Potter, you didn't get to go to Hogwarts.
I didn't. I said without the magic. So that's what's depressing. So like mine was
escape.
Yeah, I did not. Well, I did eventually escape.
Azkaban.
Yes. And also like unlike Mommy Dearest, I didn't grow up rich. I mean, I did grow up middle class, which like at that time period was, you know, definitely weren't poor growing up. But didn't have a crap ton of money as well either. But it was a true middle class. We don't have a middle class anymore today in this day and age. That doesn't exist. But then yes. So, but I don't know. I just really didn't. My mom always gave these really big birthdays, but like I said, behind the scenes, I was getting the crap beat out of me. Like I distinctly remember, I think it was my 11th birthday. I had a roller skating party, which first of all, I don't roller skate really well, so why we'd have that kind of birthday party is beyond me. I mean, I did like going to the roller skating rink, even though I couldn't really skate.
No, the vibes at a roller skating rink are like, they're either like the best or the creepiest.
And I worked at that roller skating rink later when I was 15. So, like, it's not like I hated it. It's just weird to have that as my birthday when I wasn't really good at roller skating.
Yeah.
But, like, right before my friends, and couldn't even tell you who they were, honestly.
Your friends?
I don't think they were really my friends.
No, that could be a whole topic in itself, but friends.
But right before they came over, she like beat the crap out of me, and then I had to go and pretend to be happy.
That's another. Like, I feel like it's like every month or something new I learn.
Oh, well, yeah. So yeah, birthdays have always been weird for me. I mean, I do like my sobriety birthdays, but it has a lot to do with because it's your birthday as well. So I don't know. I mean, I hope I never made you dread your birthdays.
No. I mean, like I said, this year I kind of did, but that wasn't because of you.
Yeah.
That was just because I felt this pressure because I am 21 now. And also because the distance between me and my friends. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
and I got kind of like had this like, even though I am young, like I said, like doing wrong, but like I do already have the thought of like wanting to be a kid again, and like not having to deal with adulting.
no, I think it's
That
actually
not even that
crap.
I've fully even gone into the deep end.
I think it's so dumb that as a society we decided 18 is what makes you an adult. First off, science shows that your brain is still developing until I think 25, 24.
I think so.
I don't know, around there. So like dumb, right? But also just our life expectancy at this point is around 70.
Yeah.
That means you spend most of your life as an adult. That is terrible. That's the worst. Why would you do that? I mean, and I'm not as someone who had a horrible childhood and didn't really get to be a kid. Like, I even once I was out of that environment and I was living with my dad and my stepmom, there was still a lot of toxic stuff happening. And obviously the trauma wasn't addressed. And I had PTSD when I was unaware. And I was unmedicated for my ADHD. It was just horrible. I'd still go back to that if I didn't have to have all these responsibilities. I would still go back to that. So I think that we, and again, it's a choice. We as a society make this choice. Just like I don't know, it just frustrates me. There's so many things that don't have to exist that we force upon ourselves. Like working to live.
Yeah.
Instead of living our passions type of thing. Sorry, that was a tangent, but yeah. The only birthdays that have really meant anything to me have been my sobriety birthdays. And again, a lot of that is because of you.
I do remember enjoying the sobriety birthdays and when I did join you at group.
Yeah.
Mainly because the bags of like candy they give out.
Yeah, I do miss.
But it was like it was really, I don't know. I just enjoyed seeing these people, like these random people, all like come together over this.
I won't say the group that because that's one of the tenements of like being in a 12-step program is you don't like talk about it outside of, I don't know how to explain it. You're not supposed to have like press and radio and stuff like that, but
I wasn't gonna say any names.
I know. I'm not just saying like I don't like. But one of the things that I loved about birthday nights is and just a 12-step program in general. It is people you would not normally encounter in your everyday lives.
All walks of life.
It is literally all walks of life. Addiction, alcoholism does not care if you have a master's. It doesn't care if you live on the street. Like, it's going to affect everybody.
That is weird how like something so bad can bring people together, which is a good thing.
Yeah, no.
The union.
There's a saying from said literature that says we are like passengers on a sinking ship.
Oh, I was confused for a second.
No, I don't want to. What I'm saying is basically like it's trauma bonding.
Yeah, I mean, which my generation loves to do.
Yeah.
That's
a
our
lot of people
that's
say
our
trauma
go-to.
bonding, and I don't think they know what that actually means.
No, some sadly do.
Some do. But
a lot of my friends that I've actually made that are I would call friends is because we trauma bonded.
Yeah. Well, I
think that's just a thing in general. I wish it was the other way around in life, where like people can connect through such happy things, which I do think is a thing because like a lot of my friends like. We connect through like our interests, like anime or like art or like music or people we like and stuff like that. But a big and an easy thing to connect with people on is like the hardships of life. You know what I mean? And that's just so like often the case.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, but just how many people can you be friends with can say, my birthday's also my parents' sobriety birthday.
It was really cool saying that. I wanted that in college every time.
Yeah.
But also because, like, the whole thing of, like, anytime I was like, I'm not going to drink, they're like, whoa, what? What? You're not going to drink? What? That, more power to you, man. I'm like, cool, whatever, in my mind. You know? I mean, it's, I don't know.
Okay, I have never told Dakota he can't drink. Obviously,
No, and that's what I was going to say. It's like, I do think a lot of it's contributed to the fact that you were sober, and that's how, and I was raised by someone who was sober.
You were raised in the rooms. So,
I don't, yeah. I just, also the fact that I saw other addictions or whatever affect our family members, friends, and so I just seen what the bad it can do. So it's a combination of that, but also I just never really had the desire to do it. Like I said, the only time I would ever dabble with anything like along those lines is like marijuana, Mary Jane, Peter Parker's girlfriend.
Yeah.
But like that would be later in life, especially if I had cancer, because.
Well, yeah, all bets are off if I have cancer, but
all bets are off. Well, I don't want to do like any crazy things, but
no, I mean as far as weed goes.
But like, so it only like that. Again, like I said before, like a crazy wine made from the gods of whatever on my like honeymoon to my soulmate that I met through a dream or something, or like smoking cigars with like my best friend back in college because that's what he wants to do for. If I was his best man at his wedding.
Yeah.
And like you can do that in like a way that won't hurt your lungs and such. I don't know. He'd have to teach me, and he told me he would. But like I just never had a desire, and it's just like it's every time it was like not even once you ever drink once. You sure? And I was like, no, I don't care. I don't need that. There's other things I'm addicted on that I don't need another addiction.
Yeah,
I know, like addiction.
Well, yeah,
runs in my
that's
veins.
What I'm saying. I will say, even though I know that I can't tell you what to do, especially now you're a full adult, right? But yeah, there is a fear. Even when you talk about just like a one-time drink and like, okay, but like literally the first drink I took, that burn down my throat felt like the thing I was missing my entire life.
Yeah.
And I was off to the races. Like this same night that I got drunk was the same night I got high for the first time.
Dang.
And
you went HD vision?
It was also the first night I stripped.
I didn't need to hear that.
I'm just saying, like,
we are marking this episode explicit for sure.
Right. I'm just saying, as someone that has masked my entire life, alcohol allowed me to like unmask a little, but I didn't know how to just have a few drinks.
Yeah.
Like from the beginning.
And that's the thing. Is
and
like,
that's what worries
also
me. Also
because, like I said, I have dealt with a bunch of eating addictions or disorders, and so like which we'll eventually get into in a later episode. But it's just like I've experienced a different form of that, and I don't want to do it with something that could kill me.
Right. I think I honestly
or affect my like life, especially like if I want a family, which I do.
I'm 100% for legalization of weed. In my opinion, it's a far better substance to be using than alcohol. Alcohol is so bad for you. Like I have literally seen,
like oh my god, terrible. It smells.
I'm just saying, like I've seen people with wet brain. I've seen it in person.
Like alcohol, if we're gonna sell it, it needs to be sold with Tic Tacs.
I don't think weed smells much better, honestly.
It really doesn't.
Now they have gummies and stuff
like other,
that.
Like they have flavor that smelled like, God, the smells of parties. The combination of sweat, weed, and alcohol at college parties is maybe a top 3 worst smells I've ever smelled, along with sage.
What's wrong with sage?
There was one sage, I don't remember what it was, but it was one sage years ago that like it smelled awful. And then like there's some kind of vegetable that smells really bad when it's cooked, and I don't remember what it is.
Asparagus?
I love asparagus. What?
I don't know, then.
You crazy?
What? I don't know. I just know, like, for me, it's just alcohol isn't. I never think now when I think about drinking, which it is not often. At 23 years, I'm just gonna be honest, and I have definitely been through some things in sobriety. I've lost a child. I've lost my father. I've lost my husband, and that's just like top
I'm not
three
the child
things.
that lost.
Yeah, no, I had
I'm still alive.
miscarriage after Dakota. Like
I still remember that when you told me.
Yeah.
In the car picking me up from school.
Okay.
I was so sad.
I'm sorry.
I don't want a sibling now, unless we adopted.
I'm a little too old for that.
Yeah, it's a little too late.
But when I think about it now, again, it's never, oh, I would just like a drink or two. It's, I don't want to feel my body. And that is the way that I drank. And so, and that's the way I drank from the beginning. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I started off like in the first, I did not start drinking till I was 18. And by 20, I was locked up. So that's, and there is, again, in the literature, it says it takes women down faster than men. I'm not really sure why that is. I'm sure part of it is the molecular makeup of women. I also think it has something to do with that we carry a lot more emotional, mental weight, just in general, because we're expected to perform in ways that men aren't. Like, from a very early age, we're supposed to be nice and, I don't know, it's just a bunch of crap. But whatever the reason, I was definitely it was accurate for me. And because it's not just me. Like, he's talked about there's alcoholism runs in my family. So, I don't know about your dad's family. Obviously I met him in the rooms.
Oh, so, yeah, also my dad left before I was...
Well, yeah, Dakota's never met his dad.
Footnote.
Yeah. That's, again, another topic. So birthdays, I don't know. I feel like this year, like I said, you did such a great job with mine, but I also had, like, zero expectations going into it for the first time ever, so maybe that's another reason. The bar
was set low.
Well, yeah, the bar's been in hell for a really long time. I always still tried to hope and, like, pray that... Just like that. Andy never had, like, a party for me.
And we threw parties for him.
Yeah, I gave him a surprise party the, like, first year we were married. And then tried to do... He didn't really like birthdays. Like, he wasn't big on gifts and stuff like that like I was. So, I don't know. Birthdays are weird. Like, I don't know, it's just like, but also, like, they're important to me.
They are.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Like, a part of me hates that, because mine have, for the most part, have been so bad. But they're big for me. But I think it's another reason is the only way that my mom showed love was through gifts, so that's another reason why maybe they're important to me.
Yeah.
And that's not the only way I feel like I showed you love, but it was definitely one of the ways. I don't know. I feel like it's the one day of the year you get to feel special. So I should, the people in your life should. You should feel that way more often. And,
like, I also hear all the time, it's like, oh, so what? You're another year you made it. Like, the solar system or, like, the earth revolved around the sun or whatever. And although I am, and I can be a big pessimist, I do think it is an accomplishment living another year. Especially for some people and just, like, their circumstances, Because I think mental health, for one, matters.
Well, the odds were I probably shouldn't be alive still.
Yeah,
honestly,
you're living proof.
And I do live, one of, my friends, James, told me years ago, and I have the tattoo now, which the guy fucked the tattoo up, but the sentiment, the word is there. There was one time when I was scared to do something, and he was like, James was like, hey, like, if you hadn't gotten sober, where would you be right now? And I was like, I'd probably be dead, honestly. Like, that's the path I would have gone down. I'm sure of it, between the trauma and the addiction and everything. And he's like, well, then all of this is extra and you can't fuck up extra.
Dang.
So
I feel like you told me that. That sounds that's cool.
And so I have extra tattooed on me for that, and also because I am extra. I know that. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But like I do really try to remember that all of this is extra for me anyway, and so you can't mess that up. Although I struggle with that a lot. Feeling like, yeah, I've definitely messed it up.
Messed what up?
I don't know, my life.
Oh.
In general. Like you're sitting here at 21 being like, oh, I need to play catch up. Trust me, it doesn't feel better at 45. But you are still very young. Yes. And you don't have a felony or any of those other things that would hinder you. So, yay. Oh, that was depressing. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to end this. I really will try to. That's what I'm going to try to do this year. For after this birthday, is to remember that this is all extra and you can't fuck up extra.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's that.
Trying to think of something nice to end it on.
I know.
Like my 21 favorite something, but I can't even think of what to name. You know, birthday wise. No. All right, no birthday. Yeah, okay, let's go. What's your favorite birthday cake flavored anything?
Birthday, like the flavor birthday cake? Yeah, I don't really like the flavor birthday cake.
Okay. How about this? What? It's your birthday, right?
Yeah.
I'm just throwing this at you. What kind of cake do you want?
Ideal
cake. Go. It's your birthday?
It's a yellow cake with milk chocolate icing.
With milk chocolate icing? Bam. Yeah. All right. That's your cake, right?
Yeah.
What's like your number one right now? If one present, crazy present. Okay, let's trip. Someone gives you a birthday and it's a trip to anywhere.
It's a trip to anywhere?
Yeah, for a week. Where are you going? Where are you going?
I guess Ireland.
Ireland.
Yeah.
You're going to Ireland.
Yeah.
All right, and then what are you eating for your birthday dinner?
I don't really know the food there.
Well, they'll import it.
Oh, it's
whatever
tacos.
You want. Tacos?
Yeah.
Authentic tacos?
Well, Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex tacos. Thing else you get on your birthday. And then you're gonna watch one movie to end your birthday. What are you eating? 16 Candles.
No, Mean Girls.
What are you watching? Mean Girls? God, I actually see Mean Girls right there. Yeah.
I can't help it. It's really good. I'm always gonna watch it if it's on. That's how you feel like what your favorite movie is.
Yeah.
Is if you're. I mean, there's obviously like. No, it's a really good movie.
No, I think favorite should be
so well.
No, that's yeah. No, I'm not. That's in like one of my movies all the time.
All right. Sure. Okay. So what about you?
Cake. I've been thinking. It's either carrot cake, right, or it sounds crazy. Cookie cake.
Yeah. No, I knew you were.
But here's the thing. I mean, if we're doing dessert for a thing, I just want donuts, obviously.
Yeah.
Donuts are my favorite food of all time.
You don't have to do cake.
Okay, donuts.
Yeah. All right, where are you going?
Hold on, I'm saying my donuts, first of all.
Oh my god.
Glazed, multiple. Blueberry cake glazed, multiple. We're having a chocolate frosted for sure. We're having a vanilla sprinkle. We're having donut holes. We're having a cinnamon twist, a cinnamon donut, like the circular cinnamon twist, like not the twist long one. Might go with jelly because I think I enjoy jelly donut now. A kolache. If you don't know what a kolache is, look up Kolache's Texas. It's basically a pigs in a blanket, but better.
I think they have those other places.
They really don't.
Oh, okay.
It's like a Texas thing almost only.
There's a really, like, I forgot the name of it, but it's like a Czech restaurant that does, like, kolaches, like, huge ones, like, on the way.
Kolache is also like other... Like European.
I think it's German.
German,
I'm not sure.
I think, yeah.
God, we can be 100% wrong. Sorry.
No. I think I'm right. Maybe.
Okay.
And then what was the next thing I asked?
Where are you going?
Ireland.
They're down. They're down with Black Lives Matter. They're down with freeing Palestine.
You might want to go to Manchester and watch the Man City match.
Okay, but you can go to Ireland and hop on over. Like, it's not far.
It's a decent amount, but yeah. Okay, there. And dinner. That's hard. That's really hard. But maybe, probably, possibly, I don't know.
Barbecue?
Barbecue sounds so good.
Baked beans.
You know what? For my generation, if any of you were on TikTok and you ever came across this place called Isola's, it was this food kitchen or like where they serve you like soul food. They closed because I don't remember why, but it made me so sad. But it'd be something like that, like soul food.
Soul food, yeah.
Yeah. And then movie, number one. Okay, it's either Scott Pilgrim because these are all my top number one movies. You can get into number ones, but these are all tied for number one. Either Scott Pilgrim, Spider-Man 2, Sam Raimi, or Surf's Up, animated masterpiece. I could do a whole episode on that.
Yeah.
Because, well, I mean, those movies, I love to the back.
To the back.
To the back.
To the back. And we keep coming back.
Bye-bye.